Namaste. Welcome to another traditional Hatha Yoga class with Jamie here at One Yoga. Begin in a cross-legged position, whatever's comfortable for you, and this might be changing as you become more flexible in your hips. I like Sirasasana with the knees stacked, with the ankles stacked over each other. Bring the palms together in prayer position. Begin with a deep in-breath. Letting exhalation, anything you don't need more in this moment. And let's begin with 3 Oms. And allowing your sound to be felt everywhere in your body. So just like the crickets have their sound, the birds have their sound, you have your sound, your vibration. So allow yourself to feel that in every cell. So you're sending yourself a sonic massage out into the world. And we'll begin with our opening mantra, a mantra that invokes peace and wholeness and health. It ends with Shanti 3 times, which is peace. And I really want to stress the benefit of a daily mantra. It's a really nice way of practicing, finding awakening the voice, waking up the body, and having something that tells you you're doing something sacred for yourself when you do yoga or when you do meditation. Om Savyasham Svastir Bhavatu Savyasham Shantir Bhavatu Savyasham Purnaham Bhavatu Savyasham Mangalaham Bhavatu Save bhavantu sukhinaha, save santu niramaya, save bhadrani pashantu, makashi dukkha bhagbhave. Asadhuma sadgamaya, tamasuma jyotirgamaya, mrethyo mahamritam gamaya. Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So today we're going to finish with headstand. You may not have done that before. So what we're going to do, you might not be able to do it today in your first class if you've not done it before. If you wish to try it, I'd recommend you do it against a wall. So there's something to support you if you fall. And I will show you the steps up to doing headstand. My recommendation, and I'll repeat this at the end, is that if you feel any level of unsafety doing headstand, do not do headstand until you're with a teacher. But what I will do is show you how to build up to headstand so that you're doing each step that makes the headstand almost inevitable. It's very difficult to go from 0 to 10, but once you walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 just becomes simply the next step. So today we'll show you those steps that take you up to headstand. If you can join in headstand, great. One of the reasons we do inversions, and we will do other inversions as well, is to send our energy. We have a lot of energy in our kind of ground energy, and the whole idea in yoga and also in Andean philosophy from the indigenous Americas is that the human experience is being a bridge between the energies of the earth and the energies of above. And when we do this inversions, we're bringing our kind of animal energies up through our heart, up elevating into our higher chakras, our human intelligence, our wisdom, and our connection with the infinite, our connection with the cosmos, so that we are a bridge and a clear channel. We don't want to dwell up here all the time. We don't want to dwell down there all the time. We want to be somewhere in the middle, holding both. And this makes us feel peaceful and happy, grounded, centered, and connected. This is the purpose. So this is why we do inversions. It helps us move energy. So to help us with this, we'll be doing some asanas which will help with to develop strength and flexibility in the spine and openness in the shoulders, because this is where your weight will be mainly carried on your shoulders. You actually don't put too much weight on your head. And I know when I first learned headstand, I felt very anxious that I was going to hurt my neck. Actually, this is purely for balance. The weight of your body goes through your shoulders, as you will see. So let's start by stretching out cat-like as far as we can go to the front, while keeping our buttocks, our sitting bones, pinned to the ground. So if you're going like that, you're not really stretching, you're just falling. So if you can stretch finger to finger, pulling your hands, keeping those buttocks on the ground, and then take it out to the left. Again, keeping your right butt on the ground, and taking it out to the right. And back to the middle again. Really allow any tension in your shoulders to fall through the floor. In Tai Chi, Qigong, they call this letting go of energy into the ground a kind of composting. So knowing that when we let go of any energies, it goes into the ground, it goes into the earth, it creates something useful, perhaps beautiful. Next step, sticking out your right leg with your heel at your cervix or perineum. You can use a cushion if you need to get a bit more elevation to help you move towards your foot. And taking your foot where you can, maybe you're just on your leg here. And stretching again, really feeling this left buttock on the ground here. So the stretch is in your lower spine, stretching out any discomfort you might have accrued from the way you walk or stand or sit, particularly using computers at desks where you can develop bad habits of posture. Breathing up again and swapping. Keep turning our chest so our nipples or our heart are facing the sun. And then allowing the weight of our arm to pull us back into the middle. One of the benefits of headstand as well is it helps extend and make our spine feel really good and straight. And I just want to use this little experiment. Just allow your shoulders to slump, allow yourself to fall a bit forward. For your breath, just be aware of how that is in your mind, your body, how you feel. Now try breathing in, shoulders up, back and down. Chest is pulled up. Imagining a smile, Buddha smile underneath your chin, coming up like this. So your spine is now straight. Observe how you feel. What I feel is both more alert and present and more relaxed. And usually, I think that's how most people feel when their spine is in a straight position. This is why we do it. There's no reason. It's not a moral thing. It's not better to have a straight spine than to slouch. It doesn't make you a better human being, but it might make you a more happy and peaceful human being. So let's begin again with some pranayama. So alternate nostril breathing, right thumb on right nostril. The first two fingers in a peace sign can be on our forehead. Our ring finger and pinky bent here, and this will pinch the left nostril when we close the left nostril. Vishnu Mudra. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 8, pinching our left nostril. Then we're going to release the thumb and breathe out for 8. So it's a triangular breathing with the short end of the triangle being the in-breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, right, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4, right. 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, left, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4. Hold 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4. Hold 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can continue, or you can hold a bit longer. So this time we're going to hold for 16 and still out for 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In, hold 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 16. You might find the feeling of a little bit of panic in your chest because your body doesn't know when you're going to breathe next, but your mind does. So this is a beautiful way to play with that balance between the body and the mind. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in 4, 2, 3, 4, hold, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, out 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your turn in your own time. Always finishing on the left-hand side, which calms the brain. But on the right side, it's stimulating. And generally, in our world of coffee and phones, we don't need more stimulation. Okay, let's begin with a bit of cat-cow. So getting our flexibility of the spine. We want our wrists below our shoulders, knees below the hips, and really nice flat palms, 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want this wrist seam in line with the end of the mat. And this, whenever you have your wrist on the ground, it should always be in line with the end of the mat, otherwise you can be putting strain. You really want that. It's the best way to tell. So, cat-cow, we want to breathe in for cat. Out for cow. Out, in, 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 out. 10 more. In, out, 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 in, out. Deep breath in. And out, just in place, like a table. And this time when we breathe in, we're going to rotate our hips back, so we're coming around so our buttocks will touch our heels, but we're going to circle around just to start moving that lower back around. We can go clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever feels good for you. So also coming over, so our weight comes forward over our wrists. If you find that painful, move your wrists a little bit forward. Making nice big circles. Just noticing any difference in mobility. For me, it's a little easier to go this way round than the other way. It's a little easier on the left side than the right side today. I haven't noticed that before. The body is always changing. And coming up into down dog. Hold for 5 breaths. Chest, crown of the head towards the ground. And walking forwards till we get here. And up, and we'll do the first sun salutations. Do 5 rounds of sun salutations. Sun salutation A. Starting in Samastiti. This is a practice of saying thank you to the life-giving sun. It also is great for spinal flexibility and gets the whole body moving. At night, it will relax you. In the daytime, it will energize you. It's a great practice to do. If you don't have time for much yoga in a day, just do 3 rounds of this. 1 left, 1 right. Take you 5 minutes, and I guarantee you'll feel good for it. And down. Breathing in, right foot back. Looking up. Left back into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to ground. Ashtanga Namaskar. Breathing into Cobra. Pulling our shoulders back, so our chest is coming forward, almost as though we're in Samastiti position again. And then tucking our toes, pulling our heels back into down dog, holding for 5 breaths. Inhale forward. Exhale, left forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Pranayama. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left back. Looking up. Holding the breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to ground. Inhale up into cobra. Keeping our belly on the ground. Exhale back into down dog. Five breaths. You can walk the dog like this. Exercise your hamstrings. And left forward. Right forward. Heads to the knees. Inhale all the way up and back. Again with the chest always up. Opening the throat. Exhaling down to Pranayama. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale, Parivrtta. Inhale, arms raised. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, right back again for round 2. Holding the breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to ground. Letting all that air out, stagnant air. Pushing forward and up, pushing down on the ground with your palms, belly on the ground, shoulders back, chest up. Into Bhujangasana, the cobra. Back into down dog. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Experiment with leg position. You want your back as straight, hinging from the hips as much as possible. Right forward, breathing in. Left forward, exhaling. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling, Pranayama. Inhale, Samastiti. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left back. Hold the breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to ground. Inhale up into Bhujangasana. Tucking the toes back into down dog. Left forward. Right forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down into Pranayama. Inhale, Samastiti. The next round, I'm going to give you a focal point for where you can focus your attention or your Drishti. So it's kind of where you put your inner concentration. So hopefully you know the breaths by now. The heart, the throat, around the anus, perineum, right back, focus on third eye, the base of your spine, again, the base of your spine, and again, the base of your spine. Down dog, the throat. Inhale right forward, third eye. Exhale, again around your perineum, your anus. Inhaling up, focus on the throat. And this focusing allows the energy that you're moving in your body to flow more easily. heart, throat, anus, third eye, base of spine, base of spine, base of spine, throat, third eye, anus, throat, heart, 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 throat, anus, third eye, base of spine, knees, chest, chin to ground, base of spine. Actually, I said the throat before, that was a mistake. It should be the heart here, my apologies. Exhaling back, then it's the throat. Right forward. Third eye. Left forward, anus. All the way up. And the throat. And the heart. And the heart. Heart. Throat. Anus. Third eye, base of spine, base of spine, heart, throat, holding for 5, inhale left forward, third eye, right forward anus, inhale all the way up, open the throat, that's the heart, and Samasthiti, let's focus on the whole body this time. Final round, inhale, Samasthiti, exhale, heart focus, inhale, throat, exhale, anus, inhale, third eye, hold breath, base, exhale, base, inhale, heart, exhale, throat, 5 counts. Inhale, the right comes forward. That's the third eye focus. Exhale, left forward. Head to knees. Inhale all the way up. Throat, focus. Exhaling, it's the heart. Inhale, whole body. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Whole breath plank. Exhale. Inhale. Focusing on the heart. Exhaling, down dog. Final 5 breaths. Inhale, left forward. Really feeling that pull of opposites with your knee forward and your heel pressing back. Exhale. Exhale down Pranayama. Inhale Samasthiti, 2 breaths here. focusing on the whole body. Stepping aside hip width, hands on the hips, inhale, look up. Exhale, chest to the ground, so you're still in Samasthiti. Peace sign wrapping around your big toes. Elbows open to the side, and you're not going to yank yourself down, just pushing yourself down with your heart and your chest towards the ground. Lengthening your spine, allowing your weight to come forward so it's even the back and the front of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contracting the stomach back to the spine, creating more space. We'll be here about 20 more seconds. Really good one for letting go of stress. And if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. You can just move them slightly back and play with that as you become more flexible in your lower back. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale. This is a nice one if you have wrist problems. You can massage your wrist with your feet, allowing your weight to be on top of your wrists. And again, elbows opening out. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Padahastasana. A variation. Padahastasana, actually. Inhale, hands to the waist. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. In the morning, especially women, do this slowly. Blood pressure can be an issue. Shake off your feet if you need to. And we're going to do a couple of triangle postures to expanding the spine and also doing a little twist of the spine. So Trikonasana and Parivrtta Trikonasana. So inhaling up, turning your right foot towards the end of the mat and inhaling. So you're stretching out like this, and we're going to take the foot down, the fingers down to this big toe. If you need, you can put one here or a block here. Either way, you want to be looking up at your fingertips. If you can, taking your big toe. And you might feel this quite hard on the back of your front leg. The way to make this easier is by lifting up the chest, lifting up towards the ceiling. Stay here for 5 more breaths. And inhaling up. Exhaling. Inhaling, turning the toes to the front, extending, and exhaling down to the ground, using the block again if you need. Looking up at our fingertips, opening our chest as much as possible. Three more breaths. Inhale up. Now we're going to try the twist. So again, with our Toes pointing towards the opposite end of the mat. We're going to put our left hand on the outside of our right foot. If you need, you can use a block. But it does shift relatively quickly so you might be able to block like this today, next day like that, and within a few days you could well be having your hand right on the ground. So again, your palm flat on the ground, both legs straight. The back foot you can have twisted slightly, so it's more like sort of 70 degrees and 90, and looking up at our fingertips. 5 breaths. And inhale. Turning the feet, and we'll go the other way. This is helping us release our spine and open our shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to feet. Twisting that back foot as you need, and looking up at our fingers. Again, lifting the fingers to ease the pressure on the front leg. 3 more breaths. Inhaling up. Shaking off our legs. And we're going to do a couple of variations of Parivrtta, Padottanasana, one particularly to open the shoulders. So for this, we want about 3 to 3.5 foot. And this is, again, an excellent all forward bends like this. Really good ways of just releasing tension from the body, particularly mental tension. So hands on the hips, strong legs, outside of the feet, parallel with the end of the mat, which might feel like we're going a little bit like pigeon-toed, but it's the outside of our feet we want parallel. Locking the hips, locking the legs, leading with our chest, coming forward, placing our hands in line with our toes and in line with our shoulders. Bending the elbows back, bringing in the weight directly center, so evenly spread between the front and the back, and you might feel like you're tipping forward. If you feel that, you could go close to a wall if you're a bit nervous. You can just pause there and adjust your position. So inhale, lengthening the spine, exhale, contracting the stomach, so you're going deeper. Let's be here another 20 seconds. Keeping the legs nice and strong. Secret in yoga, as in many things, is when you try a bit harder, it becomes easier. So by really making your muscles present, it actually becomes easier because you're more stable. It's actually less tiring to make effort. If you're unstable, you're wobbling a bit, it makes an effort. 3 more breaths. Inhale, look up. Hand to hips, exhale. And inhale slowly up, strong legs. Inhale up. Our chest opening and exhaling down, so we're interlocking our fingers. And now we're going to go forward again, leading from the chest. We're going to bring in the weight of our arms over our head. One day I hope to be able to touch my hands onto the ground. Let's see how we go. Deep breath in.
breathing into any shoulder pain. I have quite stiff shoulders, particularly on my right side. You can experiment with changing your position, so your left is clasping your right, or your right is clasping your left, and see which gives you the greater sense of opening. You can point your fingers like this as well. Letting your weight be in the middle, which again might feel like you're tipping over. Deep breaths. Strong legs, strong ankles. Deep, deep yogic breaths. Holding the breath a little bit in between your breath. — 15 more seconds. Pull in, let the weight fall a little bit more forward. Contracting your belly as you breathe out. One more breath. And breathe in slowly, strong, strong legs as you come up. And letting the blood flow again back to your body from your head. And we're going to go down to the ground for a little bit of counter pose to our back bends. Again, it helps spinal flexibility before we move into our warm up for headstands. So, Lord of the Fishes pose. Our heel comes to the left heel to the outside of the right buttock, right heel outside of the left knee. So you're almost making an L shape with your toes pointing like this. Your right arm behind your spine, keeping you erect. Inhale your left arm, looking up at your fingertips, and place it outside your right leg. So you want the effect of torsion of your heel against your knee and then your elbow against your knee. Inhaling, lengthening the spine as you look over your right shoulder, and imagine you're trying to look at this ear. Contracting the belly as you exhale. And you can go a little deeper if you can get your elbow through here and push your arm through and clasp your arms so your hands are holding the opposite arm forearm, and that opens the shoulders a little bit more. Looking over your right shoulder, so you're trying to see your left ear. Please write in if you manage to do this. Ten more seconds. Keeping the right foot on the ground. And release. Inhale, right arm up. Put to the ground. If you're doing the extended position, inhale the left arm up. Back to the ground. And you can straighten your legs out. Doing any shaking if you need to. I should have said before, apologies. Put a block underneath your bum if you need to. And now we'll do the opposite. So right heel to left buttock. Left heel outside right knee. Left arm back straight like this. Inhale the right arm up. Right elbow outside of the left elbow. I'm just going to turn so you can see what that looks like from the front. So we'll do it this way now so you can see a bit better. And I'm going to be inhaling, lengthening my spine, looking backwards, trying to look in the camera over my left shoulder. And I'm going to put my right arm through and clasp my forearms like this. And that opens up my shoulders even more. 10 seconds. Sometimes in these more challenging positions, the tendency can be to breathe fast. Partly we want to get it over with, partly the body is straining. And at these points particularly, just try to breathe slowly. Try to be calm in extremis. One more breath, extending the spine and exhaling, deepening. Inhale, the left arm goes back. Inhale, the right arm comes up and open. And back, and let's shake these off a little bit. And now we're going to come into another shoulder exercise which we've done before. It's a really lovely one just to, if you want to wake up. It's quite gentle. At least there are gentle variations. And again, this will open up the shoulder for our headstand. So, lying on our belly. We're going to I'll start with my left. I would recommend you start, if you have any shoulder pain, I would start on the opposite shoulder. And this kind of sympathetic opening of the other side of the body will help you. So, putting your left arm up at 45 degrees. Inhale and start to open your chest and your arm looking up. This is the first step, is simply to be looking up at your fingers. Your knee bent. If you can twist round so your knees, sitting on the microphone here, there we go. So your knees are both facing the ceiling as well. This really opens the shoulder and deepens the breathing. Stay here for 5 breaths. Letting your left arm, so your right arm, be arisen, but not straining. So not straining, you're just letting the energy hold it up. So actually it's giving it a loosening effect to both shoulders at the same time. 2 more breaths. Go a bit deeper. And exhale, extend the legs. Go down the other side. And we'll now go to the right arm. 45 degrees. Looking away from it, bending the right leg, left knee comes up, and just looking at the fingertips of your left hand. So you open the chest, open the shoulder. And if your body allows you to, you can turn your hips and have your knees pointing towards the ceiling with both feet flat on the ground. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Last breath. Open a little more if you can. And come down. And we're just going to lie for a few breaths in crocodile, which is just with your fingers interlaced and your head resting either with your forehead like that or just on your cheek.
finding your comfort zone again. And just letting your breath become really soft and even. Unlike other physical practices that keep us fit, yoga, like most of the Eastern systems of physical and spiritual practice, is a replenishing exercise that replenishes you as you go. So really enjoy this yin as we go into yang space of action in a second. Both are absolutely vital counterparts. Enjoying a last breath here. Feeling your whole body. And pushing yourself up to your knees. And we're now going to go into the preparatory positions for the headstand. The first one is going to be Dolphin. So with this one, you take your hands. So you're putting your hands clasped, but you're not got your pinky on the bottom. You're tucking your pinky in. So you're resting on the outside edge of your palms. And your feet get a little bit back. It's not down dog. It's quite a lot further back, but your hips are getting a little bit up. So it's like a dolphin making an arc over the waves. And your elbows should be a little bit wider than shoulder position. Shoulder position a little bit wider. And we're just going to come over and touch our chin in front of our fingertips. And we'll do that 10 times. So deep breath in here. And 1. I'm going to come forward a bit. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. And coming down with a resting child's pose, Padahastasana. Really let everything go when you're in child's pose. In perfect safety and vulnerability. So the dolphin builds up strength in our shoulders, our upper arms, and our core. That's all necessary for the headstand. So taking the same position with our hands, this time coming up with our feet like that, so it's more like down dog position. And this is the next preparatory exercise for headstand, when we're going to place our head here, so our crown is on the ground. All the weight should be on our forearms. We're just going to walk. Just tuck this under here. I hope you can hear. I'm going to walk towards our arms, and you can feel that the spine should be going straight naturally as you come up to your toes. If that's where you get to today, that's absolutely fine. Just practice walking forward, and you can probably feel that the next natural stage would be, well, you start to come up because your weight is shifting. So that's stage 2. And really, do not move on to the next stage until you've come really comfortable with one stage. So today, if you're just doing dolphin, that's absolutely fine. That's where you are today. That's where you need to be. If you're doing dolphin and you're doing the walking, that's great. If you're able to come on to the next part, I'm going to come up to a half headstand, which actually some people find more challenging than full headstand, but this is the next stage anyway. So coming up, and if you're new, I would definitely recommend, more for psychological reasons than anything else, you're next to a wall. And you might want to put some cushions down here on this side. So walking up and bending your knees, lifting your feet off. Now,
if you just get to here, whoops, okay, that's not such a great place to get to. But actually what we're going to do is, I thought that might be easier, but it's actually a little bit harder to balance. So we're going to bring the knees all the way up, as I'll show you, so our heels are bent back. So walking forward, and then the heels come up like this. So that's the next stage. And if you feel comfortable, raising your legs all the way up and just holding for about 10 seconds at first. Pushing through your forearms. As you come down, 1 foot at a time, lower your feet to the ground, taking the weight off. That allows you to take the weight off your head. We'll do that one more practice before going into Shavasana. So, from this position, walking forward, raising the knees, raising the feet, making sure all the weight is coming through our forearms. Long, slow breath, really extending your feet up. Slowly, slowly, really pushing the weight now on your shoulders. 1 foot down, next foot down, down to your knees. Relax in child's pose. Coming onto your belly, stretching your arm up, turning around to a well-earned Shavasana. Congratulations, doing whatever you're able to do with Headstand today. And of course, you can always rewind and do this step by step until you're really comfortable with it. Deep breaths, letting yourself go, really completely let go. You're just watching your breath, you're not controlling your breath. Relaxing your feet, relaxing your ankles, relaxing your lower legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your organs of elimination and creation, your life-sustaining organs within your torso, your buttocks, your back, and the lower back be given to the floor. Your shoulders, your upper back, your chest, your upper arms, your elbows, your palms and fingertips. Letting your throat relax as you deepen your breath. Just watching. Watching as though you were watching someone you love, sleeping, resting, which hopefully you are. Watching yourself at rest with loving care and attention. And a curiosity at these natural, miraculous systems that keep you going without having to do anything consciously. Letting your facial muscles relax, your eyes, all the little muscles around your forehead, muscles around your hair. You might feel quite a lot of energetic activation around your head after the headstand. Just observing that and breathing in and knowing that all this integration is happening naturally, that your body knows how to distribute and redistribute the energy that you've moved today. And you can lie here for about 10 minutes, and you can set an alarm if you like now. Stay here as long as you like, and I will ring this bell. You will know that when you do finish your Savasana, you will be alert and restored for whatever it is you plan to do next, whether it's simply to rest more, or perhaps to start your day or do some tasks. I will finish with the usual closing mantra. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrithyo ma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamiva Vashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining today's traditional Hatha Yoga class. Namaste.